guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my very last foundation review of 2016. I cannot believe that this year's over. Like, it's insane to even think about that. And what better way than to end this year than with an affordable foundation that is very new in the market, which is the Maybelline Dream Cusion foundation. And I love Maybelline. Maybelline has some of the best products out there. Maybelline doesn't do me wrong, so I have high expectations for this foundation. It says that it's supposed to give you a fresh face liquid foundation on the go type of look. It does not claim to be matte or anything. I'm not expecting it to be matte. I'm kind of more expecting it to be something easy that I can put on when I don't want to necessarily be too worried about my skin, but just kind of want an even complexion. And you guys can see my skin right now. It's actually pretty good. It was really terrible last week, and it's because I was eating seafood, and I'm actually allergic to seafood. That just happened out of nowhere. And I'm trying really hard to cut it off. So my skin's finally getting better from that. But right now I'm just literally going to be taking my moisturizer that I'm obsessed with. This is Holy Grail of 2016. Hopefully I can find a 2017 Holy Grail moisturizer that works really well on my skin. But I just feel like you guys are probably so sick of hearing this about this moisturizer that it's like, oh my god, girl, please. You guys are also probably wondering, girl, when did your hair get so long? I actually have extensions on right now, and I mean, this has me motivated to have my hair this long this time next year, naturally long. So hopefully I can keep my word and not cut my hair drastically like I have been the past 2 years. So hopefully I can have this beautiful length by next year, but I'm loving these extensions. So for primer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I really like e.l.f.'s packaging lately. They like make it look so luxurious, and I'm all about that life. Like, affordable but luxurious. And this stuff just feels so good on the skin. Like, it makes your skin feel so damn soft. And I've been really into poreless stuff because now that my texture is clearing up, I feel like you can see my pores more because my texture isn't in the way of my skin. It's more of like clear skin. So I literally just do my best to make sure you can't see the pores. And I really like to push in the product so it really gets in there. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be opening the Dream Foundation. It looks very similar to the L'Oreal, the Dream Cusion, I think it is. And then you open it like this and you see the color. So I got this in the color Medium Beige 45. I was between this and the next color. I think it's 55 or 50, which is caramel, I'm pretty sure. But I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with the lighter shade because I feel like if I go too dark, it may be an issue because it is winter and I am lighter than usual right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a sponge, and I'm literally just going to put a little bit of the product onto my skin. And I'm using a Real Techniques beauty sponge. The color looks good. It looks good. It feels very fresh. Like, it feels like a very fresh situation on my skin. You can see the difference of this side, like this cheek and this cheek. And that's saying something because I am using a sponge. Usually with sponges, I have that issue where it can sometimes take away a little too much of the product. And I feel like I dampened the sponge a little too much. I feel like the color is actually perfect. I was scared when I was like looking at it that it would be a little too orange because it does kind of pick up that like little orangey tint. But on the skin, it looks fine. I want to quickly say that this whole like cushion foundation developed from Asia. I don't know exactly which country, but it is very popular over there. And this type of cushion foundation isn't supposed to give you like that fullest coverage like a Kat Von D situation. It's supposed to give you like a nice, very natural makeup look. And yes, it is covering all the things I would want it to cover right away, but it's not like looking crazy. Like, it's not looking like it's cakey or anything like that. It looks super, super fresh. Almost has that like a cosmetic CC cream vibe to it, where it does a good job of covering everything but feeling super lightweight on the skin. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take a brush on the other side and see kind of how it feels. Ooh, the brush definitely picks up more, and I feel like we'll cover a little bit more faster. Well, with the brush, I must say, it picked up more product and it covered quicker. Like, I don't need any more product. Like with the sponge, I had to go in again to cover that extra layer. I feel like if you want to cover faster and you just don't have time to kind of like build upon it, I would say the brush. It's not like you need to build upon it a lot, but you definitely need like to go in with a second time with the sponge to kind of add a little bit more of that consistency. Personally for me, I like to use the brush and the sponge. First I go in with a layer of the sponge, and then I go in with the brush, and then if I need to kind of like blend out any areas where it's a little streaky with the brush, I'll go in with the sponge, and that's what I'm doing now. Only reason why my brush is giving streaky vibes is because I need to wash it because it's so dirty, but normally I don't have much of that issue. I am noticing that it's a very luminous, like it's very hydrating on the skin. I would definitely powder this if you're somebody who has oily skin. I will be powdering a little bit, especially in the areas where I get oily, but everywhere else I'll just leave it because I don't naturally powder that much. I just like to do something subtle. So far, I really love the coverage. Like, I feel like it covered so much of the redness that I wanted to disappear right away. I feel like it looks so fresh on the face. Yes, it does look luminous, but I feel like it looks fresh. And like I said, this doesn't claim to be like a oil-free mattifying foundation, none of that, but I just was really intrigued because Maybelline always comes out with some really great stuff. So I really want to get my hands on it and just kind of see for myself what it was about. I will come back after I'm done all my makeup and give you guys my thoughts on this foundation and kind of give you a check-in and let you guys know if I think this is worth the buy or not. So stay tuned for my final thoughts. Okay, so I just went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup, and it looks so good. Like, I'm really impressed with how great the foundation just worked with everything else. It blended super great with my bronzer, my blush. Like, it looks so natural. Sometimes I see that with certain foundations, it tends to break up the product as I'm blending, but with this, it literally blended out fantastic. Super impressed with that. I feel like the product looks very skin-like. It looks natural. I did notice that my pores, like, you can't see them at all. I know a lot of it has to do with the e.l.f. primer that I use, the poreless primer. Oh, I love that primer, and it's like $3. But also the foundation did a good job of really concealing that, because some foundations kind of accentuate a little bit more, and I feel like that didn't do that at all. So I'm going to carry on with my day. Oh, it looks so good. I swear, Maybelline always comes out with the best products. Like, I still swear by the Maybelline Fit Me. That's definitely one of my more favorite drugstore foundations, but I'm really impressed with this look. And I definitely feel like medium beige suits me perfectly. Like, it just goes perfectly. I'm so glad I didn't go the next shade up because I feel like it would have been way too dark. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I need to do, and then I'm gonna come back and let you guys know my final thoughts on this foundation, and hopefully it is a good foundation, because I love anything that's great and affordable, and this foundation is approximately $9.50 or $10. I want to say it's $10, but I'm going to have everything on these products listed down below in my description box so that you guys can go check them out. So I will be back in a little bit. See ya! Okay, so I'm back. It has been quite a few hours, and I feel like I have a really good first impressions of this Maybelline Dream Cusion foundation. So I honestly do really like this foundation. Yes, it does make my skin look luminous, like you are seeing it, and some of you guys who are oily may think this is just way too much, but I honestly like it. Like, I feel like it's a healthy luminous glow. It's nothing too crazy yet. I do feel like around like 10 p.m. it's going to be way too oily and I'm going to have to blot it, but that's something I can quickly fix. And it's not like this foundation is claiming to be a matte foundation where I'm like, girl, why are you claiming to be matte but you're just luminous as hell? No, this foundation doesn't claim that, so I can't like hold it up to that expectation. But it did such a good job of just laying in my skin so beautifully that I really do enjoy it. I feel like it just looks so gorgeous. Yes, it looks dewy. Yes, it has that glow, but I mean, what do you expect when it's more of a like liquidy cushion foundation. So I would definitely have to say that for my girls who have normal to dry skin, you guys are going to love this, especially if you're somebody that likes a more medium to full coverage finish. You're going to like this because as you saw me, it definitely covered really quickly. It wasn't one of those products where you had to use too much for you to build upon it. So I really like that. As for my combo skin to oily skin girls, it really depends on your preference. If you're somebody that just loves their very matte foundation, no oils whatsoever, then this isn't going to be the foundation for you. If you are a oily skin girl who does enjoy some luminosity, who doesn't mind it if it looks right, I feel like you will definitely like this. Now, I definitely am not like one of those people that like wants overly glowy or just overly luminous. I do pick and choose which luminous looking foundations I like, and I feel like with this one I get a healthy glow. It's not something that looks too overdone. Like I just feel like it looks perfect for what I'm going for. I feel like it's very fresh faced. I just feel like it just looks very skin-like, and I think I'm looking in the mirror, that's why I'm like looking at myself, and because you're just like, what is she looking at? I'm looking at myself in this mirror, but I just feel like it gives me a really healthy finish. I really do like it a lot. I would have to say that I will be keeping this in my collection and I will be using it, especially for when I want something that looks very natural but yet fuller coverage that doesn't look so cakey. I feel like this is going to be my go-to. I do like this way more than the L'Oreal. I don't know, the L'Oreal I just wasn't really clicking with. I feel like it just wasn't as full coverage as I want it to be, as opposed to this one. I just feel like quickly it gets the job done, and that's what I love about it. I do feel like one of the downfalls of this product is that there's not a huge color range, so it's kind of like you really have to kind of eyeball it because you don't know what you're getting. So I'm glad this was worth it because I love this stuff. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and this is my final foundation review for 2016. I really appreciate all your support with my foundation reviews. I know you guys love these, and I really cannot wait to review all of my 2017 foundations. I know that so many brands are coming out with foundations, and I just cannot wait to get my hands on them and play around with all these products. And of course, my favorite part of doing foundation reviews is helping you guys. So thank you so much again for your support. It means the world to me, and I hope to see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye, guys.